So hello all of you, it's me Jay and I'm very thrilled and glad to welcome all of you in this 32 series of Tech Webinar Nepal. So basically Tech Webinar Nepal is an online event where we do monthly basis on the technical stack. So today it's been around series 32 and we have Sabita Thapa. So she will be telling about the WebRTC using Amazon. So more about the WebRTC, how does the WebRTC function? So those type of stuff she will be explaining to us. So with this, we have a supporters Microsoft, Link Venture, and the media partner ICT, Living with ICT. Our speaker, respected speaker Sabita Thapa, will be saying about WebRTC. So welcome to Sabita ji. So please, can you turn your camera on? And please unmute your mic. Over to you.
To welcome you all in this webinar today, and I'm going to talk about the WebRTC and also about the Amazon Chime. This is the technology that is being used today, and here in this webinar also we are using the same technology. And okay, I guess you can see my content. Jay sir, can you confirm this?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so introducing the WebRTC using the Amazon Chime is the webinar content for the today, and we are heading towards the agenda. We will be introducing the WebRTC and Amazon Chime, which is the great application using WebRTC, and we will also be introducing about the integration of the Amazon Chime in your application if you want to. So here, first of all, let me introduce the WebRTC. What is it? And WebRTC is that it stands for the Web Real-Time Communication, and it is firstly introduced by the Google, and it is the open source project. So you can integrate this WebRTC technology in your application for free. So, and it is supported by Google, Microsoft, Apple, and Mozilla as well. So it is really very useful technology for me. Yeah, it is very useful, and it is officially registered by the W3C RFC on 26th of Jan 2020. So, regarding the demand of the WebRTC technology, we can say the market research is saying that the WebRTC market will reach up to a $44.7 billion market by 2027. So the demand of WebRTC is increasing day by day, and due to pandemic also it is increasing. And let's talk about the features of the WebRTC now. So WebRTC allow the audio and video communication, and you can also share your files between the peers, right? And you can also share your screen all, and using all of these features you can build the application which is very powerful. And you can also see this the team is also a very great app, so you can build an application like this. There are many components that WebRTC provide, and among them these are the major components that we will use while doing this peer-to-peer communication, and these are get user media, RTC peer connection, RTC data channel, and get display media. We will go on to this as we go on the application flow. We will be discussing on this. So the general flow of WebRTC is that the peer will be in the peer application. It will be accessing the local media services, and they open the peer connection, and the peer will offer the connection to the colleague, and then the connection is made, and the offer is transferred to the intended receiver via signal and this upon getting that signal, the pair will discover and send the answer to the caller, and they both of them make their connection, and hence they both start their streaming. So yeah, here is the application flow where the caller is sending the WebRTC. First of all, the caller will get the access to its media via this get user media, and then the WebRTC message, then the WebRTC peer connection is called, and then this caller will set its local description and make an offer using RTC peer connection dot create offer. So this is sent to the second peer in the conversation, and this is the offer is saved in the peer another peer, and using that RTC peer connection, then the second peer will provide the answer to the signaling. This all transfer of data is transferred via signaling channel. So the answer will be passed on to the signaling, and then the signaling server will pass this to the peer 1 along with the answer and the whole information about the second peer to the first one, and and hence the connection is made, and both of them can easily make the communication. So most common protocols, communication protocols of these WebRTC is Stone server and Ton server. If you are familiar somehow with the WebRTC, then you might have heard, I hope you might have heard about this Stone server and Ton server as well. Let me just give a brief description of both of them. So Ton server is the server which is the protocol which will take the information about the IP address, public IP address of the device of the peer, and send it to the server, and on getting all this information about the caller, the information is passed on among them. So this way the server will be there in middle to make the communication, and this is the security wise also, this is the best way to make the communication. So another one is the Ton server. If somehow your firewall or NAT is not providing you access to get that IP address, public address, then the communication will be relayed to the server and make communication direct with the peer. So this is what the difference between the Ton server and Stone server. So in the third image, you can see the whole process of communication using the WebRTC. There is a Ton server also, Stone server also, and signaling, where peer A will be transferring the data, and peer 2 will be answering the data via the signaling channel. So Ton server and Stone server, as I already told you before, so this will be used as you go, and answering will be done with the ICE candidate, where ICE candidate will choose the shortest or the good path route to transmit the data as a whole. So next on, we are here to talk about these advantages of using the WebRTC, and the first is that if you have sound knowledge of HTML5 and JavaScript, you can easily embed this WebRTC application technology on your application. And another one is it provides the secure communication way. So it is a secure and encrypted communication connection you can make using the WebRTC. Another one is it is cross-platform ready. It means that you can use either for the web application or for the mobile application as well. So the most important and the most important and the last one is that you don't have to add, or you don't have to install any additional software to get started with the WebRTC technology. You can use just JavaScript and HTML knowledge to get started with the WebRTC technology. So let's now see what are the disadvantages of using WebRTC. It will cost you the high maintenance cost if you are using WebRTC and having some issue on this, because you will be dealing with the both client application and the server application if you want to do a mass presentation. So this leads to the another disadvantage, that is if you are making the application for the live streaming or the conference video conference like this, like we are doing the video conferencing, and so this is where you need to separate the client application and the server application. So that is why you need different applications like server and client application to make your application go smoothly. Here is a sample code for your reference, and we will be using here just get user media, and if you are making the video and both audio and video call application, you need to pass the video and audio parameter as true. But if you're thinking of making only audio application like the Clubhouse, then you can only pass audio as the true and video as false. So after this, then the application will get access to your media and pass the local stream of your, and then pass it to the signaling channel, and you can add your logic on what you will do next on this, whether you will share the content or you will make the connection with your peers or whatever you can add on this. If you have any error, then you can handle it in the catch section. Okay, let's talk about the WebRTC trends in 2021. So what are the trends that we are familiar with in the 2021? So first of all, it is the multiple users online conference and webinar. So on a conference and webinar are getting so much in trend these days. Even the educational platform are using this. So this is the one of the most important and ongoing demand of WebRTC. Another one is the blur background, or you can change the background as well, like I'm doing right now. Another one is the noise suppression, and the last one is the screen sharing and recording features as well. If you are thinking of making any business application or if you have any business ideas on using the WebRTC, this could be the application features that you might introduce in your application to get started with. So what are the future of the WebRTC? Let's talk on this. So future of the WebRTC are you can get the integration of the natural language recognition for real-time translation. Another one is the video-based facial recognition and emotional detection as well. Another one is the voice biometric identification and interactive voice assistant speakers like Siri. So another one is the integration of the IoT devices like smart doorbells with a voice or video integration. For the last slice of this WebRTC, I guess we will be talking about the top application that I hope you people are familiar with. We are using most of the time, like in the daily cases, we are using some of them. and these are the Google Meet and Google Hangouts, Facebook Messengers, WhatsApp, Microsoft Teams, and Discord and Amazon Chime. These are the top application using the WebRTC. So till now, I guess you people had the knowledge about the WebRTC. If you have any kind of question regarding this, you can raise your hand and or ask question in the chat box. I guess okay. Let's move on to the Chime now. Amazon Chime. So Amazon Chime is introduced by the Amazon, and it is a great application. It is the communication services to chat, call, and place a business meeting. And regarding the payment, it doesn't provide any packages, but it is very simple to use, as like you will pay as you go. Okay, and it is also supports any platform like web or Android or iOS, and it will be supporting to the versions that are mentioned in its official documentation. You can find the application which kind of in which versions it will be supported in its documentation as well. So the amazing part is that it also provide us as a developer, my personal experience also, it provides the SDK for the developers, and so hence we can add this Amazon Chime directly to our application without any hassle. So the basic architecture of this Amazon Chime includes meeting and attendees, audio, video, and data messages and content sharing. These are the basic architecture. Okay. Okay, this was the introduction to the Amazon Chime only. So Amazon Chime also is the platform application that we are using right now. So we can do the meeting, live meeting, webinar, conference, whatever. This is all about the Chime, and we will be introducing the integration of Chime SDK. It is mostly intended for the developers. If you want to add the application that is easy to integrate in your application, so this will be the one. So what are the prerequisites for your application? So the most important part to get started with the Amazon Chime SDK will be the coding skill for sure. So you need to have the coding skill, both server side and front end side. You need to have both, and you need to have access to the Amazon Chime account. So you need to create your or register yourself as a account Amazon Chime account holders, and then later it comes about the IAM role. So you need to have IAM role with the policy that grants permission to access Amazon Chime API actions. It will be given provided by the Amazon Chime SDK. So last is that you need to separate your server application and client application, where server application will be responsible for creating the events and providing the list of the remote peers that will be available for the event, and client application will be responsible for providing for interfacing purpose. Okay, so how about creating the meeting in using the Chime SDK? First of all, you need to have, from the backend side, you need to have API, build an API to start or end meeting with reference to the Amazon Chime API. Then after the client side will be integrating the Amazon Chime using the meeting session configuration, all of the configuration needed for the client side, and then the application will register the audio video observer instance and start your session, and then the application will capture your local audio stream, and as we already discussed before the application flow, then the application will start that flow, and after that then on getting upon getting the attendees information or attendees list from the backend, then in the front end you can play the peers video, remote peers video on your end, and hence their conversation will get started. So the most common features of the WebRTC are the features of the Amazon Chime as well. So these are the camera on off, mute on mute, screen sharing, and the most important one is that the auto end of the event if no audio is detected for 5 minutes, at least 5 minutes. If your events is inactive for 5 minutes, then the event will be ended automatically by the Amazon server. So this is the important features you need to take in account. So another one is that Amazon also provides the transcription features, so you can integrate the live transcription features on your events so that you can provide the transcript to your clients later on for this. And another last one is that it will also provide the real-time chat. So data channel is used for the chat and file sharing purpose. So the RTC data channel is used for this. We are here for this at the last of this our webinar today, and here I will be presenting you the two demo of WebRTC samples and Amazon Chime integration. WebRTC sample will be providing the demo from the official documentation, and Amazon Chime integration demo is from the application that I used for my application to get started with. So for this I will be sharing my screen. So till now, how was the webinar? If you have any question regarding this, you can ask me if there is any confusion. We can discuss on that as well.
Okay, we can continue. So I have give the permission for the mic for the attendee. So if you have any question, you can unmute and ask to the speaker. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, I have one question. Okay, so since you have doing this, since you have already worked on WebRTC, so I would like to know about your experience. Well, you start doing you start working on WebRTC. How was your experience on it? So how easily you adapt it?
Okay, thank you for the query. So it is an interesting part, I guess, on my experience. I was very new, first of all, and I didn't know about it. But as I go and started working on this, it became interesting that you need to learn. You can learn about the streams, and you can learn about how this audio and video calls will be done. We can even implement this for our chatting system as well. So the signaling part that I told you, that is done to pass the messages, and also the data channel, that is done via the WebSocket. So if you are familiar with the WebSocket also, though, that is also integrated with this WebRTC channel as well. So this was a very interesting one for me.
Okay, thank you, Sabita ji. So we should begin with a demo. So if there is any question, please type on the chat box. So at the end of the demo, we will be getting your question. Okay, thank you.
Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Is this the screen of WebRTC sample? Can you confirm this?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, thank you. So this is the official demo site of this WebRTC. You can get to this link and get all of this code. You can go to the demo and you can also find that link for the code for your reference. You can use this all this, and let me just share it for first one for now. And this is the demo site. Here you can see the source code for the GitHub. So if I can open this camera, I'm not sure if I can do this because I'm already using my camera in this application, so that is why I cannot open my camera here. You can get okay, you can go to this sample link. So I will be giving you this link in the chat, so you can go and see what how it will work. You can go to the code also and integrate it on your side. Okay, let's go to this. For the Chime, I will be providing the sample code I will be presenting you the code for the front-end application only for now. I don't have back-end code for now for this demo. So this will be this is the application of the React.js. So the React application, and here you can see the Amazon Chime SDK component library. This is provided by the Amazon. So this is the wrapper for the application. So my application will be wrapped under this meeting provider, and I will be implementing all the necessary things on my for my applications. Here you can go to the official documentation of the Amazon Chime SDK and get all of these information about these hooks. If you are familiar with the React hooks, then this is very helpful for you. So to get started, we started with this using the meeting manager, and we need to have the API endpoint from the backend, and API on getting the on hitting this API, we will be getting the response, and this response will provide us the meeting information and the attendee information. Using this attendee information, we can play the remote peers video on our side. Okay, so this will be joining us to the meeting, and we will be here in this file. We will be playing all this video. Okay, here in this local video will be used to stream yours to get the access of your local information, your local media, and then here in the remote video you will be playing all the local remote peers videos here. So let's see if I can join the meeting. Okay, so defaultly the video will be off, and I need to toggle the video to turn on the video to get started. But I don't think, yes, this is not working because of I am already using my camera on the another application. So if it was in browser, then it will work, but it is in the separate application. That is why I cannot work here.
Sabita ji, can you
Yes,
turn
sir.
your camera off? Can you turn your video off in Teams? And can you show that demo? You can
Yeah,
turn your.
sure. Okay. Let me share this screen. So share screen will be like this. So you can share this screen. I will do that. Okay, just let me finish this. So this is how the screen sharing is done, and screen sharing is done already. So this is very simple. I didn't touch the core code of the WebRTC. This is whole about the all the hooks, using the hooks provided by this Amazon Chime. So this application is very easy to get started with. If you are familiar with the code, HTML and the JavaScript or React.js, then you will find it very helpful. So this is about the screen sharing, and if I can turn off my camera here. Okay. Okay, let me see. Yeah, this is how it will look. See, you can turn on their camera, and you are just passing your all streams to your remote stream. So anybody getting this link will join this event. I can see them here in somewhere in this interface. I can see the remote video as well. So this is very easy to integrate on your application. If you want to build fast and good application on your end, then you can start with the Amazon Chime, and this is really very easy. That is why this is all about my experience. So I'll be recommending the Amazon Chime for your application if you are thinking of doing it. Okay, so that was all about the application, WebRTC application and Amazon Chime. If you have any question or anything regarding this whole session, you can ask me. Is there any queries? Okay, I guess there are no questions from the participant side. So, okay, thank you for this webinar, and thank you for your time all for joining us. And thank you for the tech webinar to giving me this opportunity. So Jay sir.
Okay, thank you. So if there is any question, then you can just ask. I have just given the permission for the mic. It will be better to do a QA session. So there is a one question by Pratik G. There are already free communication tools, but why Amazon if not for developer? So why to use Amazon Chime?
No. Amazon Chime is already built app. It's already built. You just need to integrate it only. So you don't need to have the core knowledge. That is also that you don't need to have the core knowledge of WebRTC. Each and every part of the WebRTC, you don't need to have that sound of knowledge, because and you don't need to have that kind of deeper resource on integrating the Amazon Chime. On integrating the Amazon Chime, it will provide you the whole lot of things that you don't even know how to do it. It will provide most of the features. So that is why it is very easy. And payment wise also, if you have how many times you use the application, you will pay on the basis of that. There are a lot of free applications, but you need to go through the all the knowledge of those. And for the short term, if you have a short term business idea to get started with, then I guess this is the Amazon Chime is the strong one. That is why.
Okay, thank you, Savita ji. So can you just stop the sharing?
Oh, sorry. Is it already? It is sharing now also.
Yeah, please. Please click on that close button. There is a cross. Yeah, that one.
Okay, okay, okay.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, so if there is any question, you can ask to our speaker. So we have the attendee Himraj Bhaktaji, Kamal Thapaji, Sujit Liviji, Tasi. So if there is any question, you can ask. Yeah.
Okay,
So
one question from my side.
okay, sure, sure, sure.
Yeah, before starting on Amazon Prime, do we need to know more about AWS other services?
For the backend side, yes, definitely, because you need to create the API, you need to build the API, and you need to deploy that API to the AWS. So yes, yes, you need to have that knowledge of the AWS as well. It will be very helpful. Also, AWS provide us the features of tracking all the logs of the events, so that you can easily get the all the error finding, and everything, like you can see which participant is doing how performance is going on in the each participant in the events. So you don't need to think of more doing extra, because it is already provided there by the Amazon Chime.
Okay, can I know about its security? Like since we will be sharing our screens, we will be sharing our camera. So how about the security? How does it work?
It is WebRTC is already a secure and encrypted connection, so it is a secure, and we can say that it provides good security on that. It is already encrypted communication channel. So
Okay, thank you.
okay, thank you for your question.
Okay, thank you, Sujitji. So I have a question one in terms of cost. So to build the WebRTC, what are the key factor that is needed, and how much cost it takes to build a WebRTC application?
WebRTC application is free of cost. So if you have some knowledge of coding, and you want to learn more on this, then uh, it is depending on your business ideas. Only using the WebRTC is much cheaper than using the Amazon Chime. But Amazon Chime will be providing you the most already built-in app. So how what is your business need, and how you want to take your business ideas into, so it depends on all that. So WebRTC is free of cost, it is already open source needs. So
Okay, thank you. So we have another question. So is there is any similar service in Azure in comparison with Amazon Sign? So is there is anything on the Azure which you have explored?
regarding the Azure, I don't have that kind of ideas right now. But the team is already of the work of the Microsoft team. So I guess this is also the one of the platform of the Amazon Azure also. Sorry, Azure also.
Okay, thank you. So Pratikji can say Azure Media Services. So I think in the media services there might be the WebRTC function of the Azure. Because I'm also related with the Azure stuff. So yeah, you can see the media services in the Azure. Okay, that's fine. And can you say, Miss, which is better, the WebRTC is better or the WebSocket is better for the real-time communication?
Okay, for this real-time communication, WebSocket is only for sending data. Okay, sending data means you can send the message, real-time messaging, and file send you can do with the WebSocket. But using the WebRTC, you can share the media stream. That means this audio and video are are transmitted via the WebRTC only. So WebRTC is used along with the WebSocket because WebSocket will be the part of the WebRTC. So if you want to build the chatting system only, then you can use the WebSocket. If you want to build a application for this audio and video and also file sharing, so you can integrate both WebRTC
Oh,
along with the WebSocket.
okay, that's nice. So going with a boat approach, so that would be better.
Mhm.
Okay, okay, that's nice. Yeah, so if there is any question, you can ask. Otherwise, so we'll be wrapping the session. So yeah, is there is anything from the attendee?
Yes, I have a quick question for Sabita.
Yeah.
Could you tell me a little bit about what your company does?
So Pandalytic Technology is a service provider company. For now, we don't have our own product, but we will provide the services on the web development application, mobile application development, and digital marketing. So these are the and we have also worked on the we have also provided the services on the blockchain technology also. So if you guys have any ideas, your business ideas on any of this regarding even with this WebRTC or anything, you can contact us and we can discuss on that.
Thank you for sharing.
Yeah, thank
Yeah,
you for asking.
yes, nice, nice. So I have shared Sabita ji LinkedIn profile. So you can connect her on the LinkedIn. That will be good. So with this, thank you all for the joining, and thank you Sabita ji for your time, for your valuable time to be a part on the Tech Webinar Nepal Series 32 on the session of WebRTC. It was a nice
Thank
presentation.
you. Thank you
Yeah.
thank you for the opportunity and thank you all for your precious time for this webinar. I have provided the link to that sample of the WebRTC that is from the official site. So you can go and visit this so that you can get the knowledge of the WebRTC as well.
Okay, thank you, Savitaji. So, yeah, and thank you all the attendees who have joined today on the series 32. So, with this, so we are wrapping the session, and we hope you all will be joining in our next series on Tech Webinar Nepal Series 33 on the data. Yeah, that will be on the data science, more over the big data. So yeah, and thanks to all our supporters, Microsoft, Blink Venture, our media partner Living with ICT. Yeah, and all the Miss guys who is more interested to learn on the technical stack. I want to thank them also. Yeah, with this, thank you. Have a nice day. Good night. Thanks.